Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G, John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Thursday, only here on YouTube. Want to welcome you to the April 4th, 2024 afternoon show on this Thursday afternoon as we continue with the 1957 RELIC countdown. I figure that between this week and next week we will complete the countdown. Maybe I'll do some extras next week before we get to the original countdown. We'll see how far we get. And today it's always an adventure day for Johnny G. So this is my getaway. Cannabis seems to be working today, so you have to try everything that you can. And I should probably take some gummy bear myself because sometimes I think I need it. But I have protectors downstairs so I don't get my blood pressure up, but it's very, very difficult. Those of you that know me know what I'm dealing with, so it's sometimes very hard. But it's not hard to play my 45s. It's really the thing that I look forward to during the week. This is the second show of the week. And we opened up with a great instrumental there from organist pianist from Philadelphia, PA, best known for his 1956 hit. You may know a tune called Honky Tonk, which was his 25th of 72 releases on the King record label, and this was his 30th release, a song he wrote from April 57. Bill Doggett on King with a song called Number 3 is the name of the tune, and I will send that one out to a listener, Dennis Fluharty. He likes the sound of Bill Doggett, and also Earl Bostic, one of my favorites on the sax. But sit back for the next 3 hours or so, and 2.5 hours, and we'll start it off here with the countdown. Lots of great classics coming up this week and next Thursday, so if you're into the classic sounds of rhythm and blues vocal group, you want to tune in next week and this week here. So last week we closed the show. We closed the show at number 60. At number 69 with the Continentals, Picture of Love on the Whirling Disc record label. Let's pick it up with number 68 coming in with 198 points and 23 mentions. The flip side of this 45 came in at number 294, a song called Daddy Cool. We had another one that they did at number 374 called My Steady Girl. That was on the XYZ label, and I'm featuring this song on the XYZ record label, so I'm sure many of you that bought this 45 when it was released back in 1957 have it on the Cameo label. But this is actually the true first press, which is a vinyl press on a gray label. It's not that blue styrene. It's a gray label. That's the original. I think it sounds a little bit different too, but I'm sure many of you know who I'm talking about, the Rays, which this was a big hit. This should be interesting to see if the copyright police attack Johnny G. This was a number 3 on Billboard and Cashbox, and as I mentioned, it's on the Gray XYZ record label that was owned by Bob Crew and Frank Slay, who wrote this song. It's the group's second release on the XYZ record label from August 57. It's Hal Miller and the Rays on the XYZ label at number 68 with Silhouettes.
Walking past your house late last night, all the shades were pulled and drawn way down tight. From within a dim light cast 2 silhouettes on the shade. Oh, what a lovely couple they made. Put his arms around your waist, held you tight, kisses I could almost taste in the night. Wondered why I'm not the guy whose silhouette's on the shade. I couldn't hide the tears in my eyes. Silhouettes, 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 tie, silhouettes, 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 tie. Control and rang your bell. I was sore. Let me in or else I'll beat down your door. When 2 strangers who had been 2 silhouettes on the shade said to my shock, you're on the wrong block. With wings on my feet, loved you like I never loved you, my sweet. Vowed that you and I would be 2 silhouettes on the shade all of our days. 2 silhouettes on the shade. Silhouette, 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 oh, silhouette. Silhouette, 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 tie, 2 silhouettes on the shade.
I'm telling you, that sounds different than the Cameo release. So much better on the vinyl XYZ press there. There you go. That's Hal Miller and the Rays coming in at number 68 on the survey from August 1957, Silhouettes. And that at 23 mentions on that with 198 points. As we go back to Harlem, New York with this group, this number 67 with 199 points, 18 mentions, and somebody voted this one their number 1 song. We heard the flip side of this at number 512 a song called Great Jumpin' Catfish, and this was the group's lone release on Jerry Winston's Onyx record label, although Jerry Winston sold the remaining masters, or sold all the masters, over to Cub Records or MGM Records, and he went over to manage that label, which was first known as Orbit Records. They had to change their name to Cub Records, and this group went over with them, the Wanderers. Now, this song, first done by Don Cherry. I think he did it back in 1950 for the Decca record label. But this is a great cover and a great lead singer on this, Ray Pollard. He's on lead. These are the Wanderers from November of 1957. This is with Sammy Lowe and the orchestra. The Wanderers at number 67 on Onyx Records. It's called Thinking of You.
Thinking of you. Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why is it I spend the day, wake up and in the day, thinking of you. Such bliss to be thinking of you. When I fall asleep at night, it seems you just tiptoe into all of my dreams.
That's the sound of Ray Pollard and the Wanderers, coming in at number 67 on the survey, November 1957, on Jerry Winston's Onyx Records. Thinking of You is the name of the tune. Got to give a shout out to Big Dave Swinger. Big Dave Swinger. If somebody wanted to buy silhouettes in the record store that you at, would they be able to do it? Would they be able to do that? As Big Dave is, I think you're playing Johnny G in the store. He is, I think you're a manager of Better Days Records, and that is in Louisville, Kentucky. So I don't know if you got any patrons there in the store. Johnny G says hello, and maybe somebody wants a copy of that Silhouettes by the Rays. And who put that out? Was that Abco probably put that record out? If you want the reissue, I don't know. Johnny G just babbling on here. Let's continue here. Let's go to number 66 on the survey as this group returns to the survey on Vivian Carter's VJ record label, and it had 199 points and 19 mentions, and there was one number one vote for this next tune here. It's their fifth song to make the survey, and we heard the flip side at number 208 called Time Makes You Change. This is their seventh release on the VJ label, written by group members Marvin Jr. and Johnny Funches, and they're both singing lead on this song. At number 66, The Dells from October 57 on the VJ label. It's called Pain in My Heart, number 66.
There are pain in my heart. There are pain in my heart. 'Cause I never, never, never could forget your love, oh my love. Please come back. Come back, and I'll never, never, never will forget your love. Oh my love, oh my love. There in the night, you made a fool of me. There in the night, I guess that I will never see just what you done to me. I've been a fool for you, baby. There are pains in my heart. There are pains in my heart. 'Cause I never, never, never could forget your love, oh my love, oh my love, my
That's the great sound of the Dells there. That is their fifth song to make the survey and their seventh on the VJ record label from October 1957. Pain in My Heart is the name of that one. There are other VJ songs that made the survey. Number 531, Dance, Dance, Dance. 502, Q-Bop, She Bob. And number 471, A Distant Love. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. If you're new to the program and you have not yet done so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you got to click the bell to get notifications. And you need all notifications. I know that Steve in Arizona, he doesn't know the show is on. He was upset that he missed it. So maybe he didn't get the email, or maybe he did get the email. I don't know, but let's continue with the countdown. This group from Harlem, New York also placed their fifth song on the survey so far at number 65 with 202 points and 17 mentions. And this was a number one ballot on two. This was a number one on two of the ballots that were sent in and compiled by Relic Records. And we heard the flip of this at number 133, a song called Dance Girl. That was their second release on Danny Robinson's Everlast record label. But this is the is this the A side? No, Dance Girl was the A side. This is the B side that scored higher. Their second of five for the Everlast record label, and it features Joe Greer on lead from October 57. The charts on Everlast, it's called Why Do You Cry, number 65.
You good night. Why do you say you love me so? And when a moment ago I asked you what is love, and you clearly said, well, I don't know. If you and I stay together, maybe someday we'll both know. Why do you cry when you've tried with all your mind to prove to me you love me so? And when a moment ago I asked you what is love, clearly said, well,
As Joe Greer and the Charts, coming in at number 65 on the survey from October 1957. That is their second release on the Everlast record label, Why Do You Cry? Now, the other songs that made the survey by the Charts, number 203, My Diane, but that should have been in the 58 countdown. And at 190 was Zoop, and number 133, You're the Reason I'm in Love. Johnny G here on a Thursday as we continue with the 1957 countdown. Hope you're digging on the tunes. Again, if you're new to the program, please subscribe to Johnny G's YouTube channel. Let's go to number 64 now with 206 points and 18 mentions, and this song received 3 number 1 votes. 3 number 1 votes, and they were probably big-time collectors that voted for this tune. As we go to Chicago, Illinois, and the lead singer of this group previously sang lead with the Flamingos, and but he left the group in 1955 to join this group. This was their 4th release, actually their 4th and final release on Leonard Allen's United record label. The lead singer on this is Solly McElroy. This released in December of 1956, but as I say, I'll count that. It's good enough for government work. The Maroccos at number 64 on United Records with Sad, Sad Hours, number 64.
I only wish that you
your love and your caress. Oh, my sad, sad hour. Oh, you know, you didn't have to go. Just wanna love you more and more. Yes, yes, I wanna hold you in my arms because you thrill me, pretty baby, with your charm. Deep down in my shattered heart, my love was too right from the start. But in spite of everything, I still love you just the same. Oh, baby, you're driving for me insane. Make your lucky star above. You knew just what I was thinking of. You knew all the rules of love, oh my sad, my sad.
Wow, there you go. That's the collectors voting for that rare 45 there by the Maroccos. Sally McElroy on lead, December 1956 release on United Records, Sad, Sad Hours. And Sally McElroy, I don't know if he had issues with the Flamingos when he was there, but he sang lead on some classic songs that the Flamingos put out on Chance. Someday, Some Way, That's My Desire, and also Golden Teardrops, and two on Parrot too, Dream of a Lifetime and I Really Don't Want to Know. Great records by the Flamingos, but there was number 64 there, the Maroccos with Sad, Sad Hours. I'm telling you, Johnny G's had some sad hours here, but not for the next 2.5, that is for sure. But let's continue here. This group from, Gary, Indiana returns to the survey. They had 3 previous releases on the survey. Number 394 with I Need Your Kisses, number 161 with I Lost You, and number 115 with I Owe You. They return at number 63 with 206 points and 19 mentions. This was their 13th release on Vivian Carter's VJ record label, and this is a wonderful ballad here. Features Pookie Hudson on lead. It's with Al Smith and the orchestra. Number 63 from September 57. The Spaniels on VJ with You're Gonna Cry. Number 63.
gonna cry with one of those old lonesome feelings. You're gonna cry like you never did before. You're gonna cry when I walk through that door. You're gonna cry me a long, 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 long river. Cry till you quiver and shiver. Cry until you just can't cry no more. And you're gonna cry, oh yeah, and oh yeah.
That's Pookie Hudson and the Spaniels coming in at number 63 on the survey on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. That's their 13th release from September 57. It's called You're Gonna Cry. That's with 206 points. It's moved to number 62, coming in with 216 points and 15 mentions and 2 number 1 votes for this song. We heard the flip side of this at number 280, a song called Wish She Was Mine, came out on the Joyce record label. But this is the flip side here, coming in at number 62. It's with Al Brown and his orchestra, and this features Johnny Mastroangelo on lead. So, Fred, did I say it right this time? Fred always comments on my Crest chatter or babble, is what he always does. But this group discovered in the New York City subway by band leader Al Brown's wife, and they handed Johnny a card and to go see my husband, and he might be able to help you, and he did, and got them involved with the Joyce record label. And this group at the time included a female singer by the name of Patricia Vandross. She was the older sister to R&B singer Luther Vandross. But this song features 18-year-old Johnny Mastroangelo on lead at number 62, their second release on the Joyce label, October 57, the Crests with No One to Love, number 62. Those are the Crests. The Crests coming in at number 62 on the survey. That's their second release on the Joyce record label from October 1957. No One to Love is the name of the tune. That's a Johnny Mastro Angelo on lead there. And you did hear the Patricia, the gal on that song with that high voice there in the middle of the song there, and that is a cool tune. That's the harder one to find, by the way, and that actually I found that one before I found my Juanita, believe it or not. But anyway, let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasures show. Let's go to Newark, New Jersey for number 61. This song scoring 216 points and 14 mentions and 2 number 1 votes for this song. As we heard the flip side of this at number 170 on Bobby Robinson's Fury record label, a song called Little Boy and Girl. Well, the flip side comes in at number 61. It features Pearl McKinnon on lead. They're called the Kodoks with an O, yes. The Kodoks come in at number 61 from October 57. It's called Teenager's Dream, number 61.
Dream, dream, dream. Dream come true. You're my dream come true. All my love belongs to you. A teenager's dream come true. Dry your eyes, my baby, baby, there's no need to cry. I'll love you until I die. A teenager's dream come true. Yes, yes, I know it's teenage love. Teenage love. That's what I'm thinking of. I love you. You love me. Together we will always be. Oh, 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 dream come true. You're my dream come true. All my love belongs to you. Come true.
As Pearl McKinnon and the Kodoks coming in at number 61 on the survey. That is a song that she co-wrote together with Bobby Robinson. A Teenager's Dream is the name of the tune. October 1957 release on the Fury label with two number 1 votes for that. It was fun finding that record when I was in high school. I used to go to a lot of the flea markets. I think this was in Orangeburg, in Rockland County in Orangeburg, New York. I used to go to that 303 Drive-In Flea Market, and I got there early, and this gal put out a box of records. They were untouched. They were all 25 cents each, but they weren't in sleeves, you know, they were just in those little slots in her. She had like a 50 count box, or it might have been a 100 count box, I forget. But I bought them all. I think I left like some of the Frank Sinatras and whatnot, but she had some cool records like that one there. Always fun to find records in the wild. It's kind of rare nowadays to find records in the wild, but they still are out there. If you are a picker and you find some stuff, make sure you contact me. I'm always looking to buy rare 45s. Let's continue here with the countdown, and we move to number 60 on the survey, and we heard the flip side of this at number 202, a song called Goody Goody on George Gollner's G record label, as done by Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. And I'm sure if you were listening to Alan Freed back in the 1950s, you heard a lot of Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, as he would always feature George Gollner's 45s, probably coming with some money in the sleeve to play. But they were good records. George Gollner really knew how to put out a great song. That was a fact. And this is the flip side of Goody Goody, coming in at number 60 on the survey. I showed you two copies. The true first press is the one with 45 RPM on both sides, and it does mention Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers on that press. But this is a cleaner copy. I went looking through my unclean stuff and I found a nice clean copy, so I cleaned it for today. I want to have nice sounding record. I try to have the best sounding record. Sometimes I'm not so lucky, but most of the time I am, I guess. But this was the group's 9th release on the G record label. This co-written by Richard Barrett, from at number 60, Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, the flip side of Goody Goody from January 1957. One number one vote for this, with 21 mentions and 217 points. The song is called Creation of Love.
Walked hand in hand into the night in this wonderland. I know that's the creation of love. We kissed once, or twice. That's when our hearts danced into the night. I know that's the creation of love. Someday a smile. Some people will sing and your mother will cry as we say I do until the day we die. I love you and you love me. Think how happy we will be. I know that's the creation of love. I know that's the creation of love.
That's the sound of Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. I have to agree, with the Record Wrangler in our YouTube chat room. That is the better side. Never Goody Goody's okay, but it's not my favorite. This side is really nice harmony with the Teenagers there. So there you go. That's Frankie Lamont and the Teenagers, number 60 on the survey there. January 1957, the Creation of Love received 217 points, 21 mentions, one number one vote. And they did have another record to make the survey at number 119, Teenage Love. But stay tuned. The Teenagers will return to the survey. Let's move to number 59 as we head to Chicago. Again, this showing the collectors voting, and it was really for top collectors to vote their vocal group favorite records, and it shows with this 45, and it's a great two-sided 45. We heard the flip side of this at number 186 with a song called Tell Me Why on Sid Nathan's Federal record label, but the flip side comes in at number 59 with 218 points and 17 mentions. The song, written by group member Jesse Stafford, it features Johnny Chubby Jones on lead. Let's go to July of 1957 at number 59. The Five Chances on the Federal label. It's called My Days Are Blue, number 59.
Oh, my dear, my days are blue.
My tears are the rivers that empty in the sea. I give you all my love. Oh, do the same for me. Oh, my days are really so blue, darling, just because of you. My days are blue. My days are blue.
Oh, my dear, my days are
Poor heart just yearns for you, darling. What else can my heart do? My days are blue. My days are blue. My tears are the river, oh, that empty into the sea. Yes, I gave you all my love. Well, what do you expect of me?
Oh, my dear, my days are blue.
Yes, they wouldn't be so blue, darling, if I knew where to find you. My days are blue.
Wow, that's a great tune there by the Five Chances. Five Chances on the Federal record label with 218 points and 17 mentions. My Days Are Blue. That was from July 1957 with Johnny Chubby Jones on lead. All their three prior releases are also excellent. Oh, all right, we'll even give you the Chance record, but the one on States and the one on Blue Lakes, killer records and not easy to find. They're not easy to find. find, and they're great though. They are all worth it if you find that 45 or have it in your collection. Johnny G here on a Thursday afternoon, spinning original vinyl 45s as we count down the 1957 RELIC survey. All the songs you're hearing today are from the year 1957 as voted by vocal group collectors throughout the United States. Back in 1997 originally, it was aired on WFUV at Fordham University. They aired this in 1997. I think they played the top 50 at the time. With the and there were multiple hosts of the rhythm with the R&B Review that did that. So I played every record on the survey beginning at, I think, at 5:21. We started this months ago. And Joe Shacatano, you were correct. I think you said I should be done about this time. So next week will be we'll close out the survey next week, and then I think I may go to 78s. We'll see what I do. As if you have a suggestion for the Thursday afternoon show, you can send them to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I have to stay away from hits though, because the copyright police, they will come after me. They will block my video. Unfortunately, they do that. I have to abide by the rules on the YouTube platform. So no Elvis and no Beach Boys and Rolling Stones and Buddy Holly, unfortunately. But I can play rare rockabilly or blues 45s, that is for sure. Johnny G here on a Thursday as we continue with the countdown. As we heard from the Coasters, actually they had 3 other songs to make the survey. Previous songs: number 513, Sweet Georgia Brown; number 269 with Idol with the Golden Head; and number 145 is the flip side of number 58. And this was a 45 my aunt had in her collection too, by the way, but I think she liked it for this side. The flip side of this was a song called, what did I say? It was called Young Blood, but the flip comes in at number 58. They're third of 20 on the Atco record label. 219 points, 22 mentions, and 1 number 1 vote for this. This was a big hit on the Billboard charts, number 3, a big number 1 R&B hit. It features Carl Gardner on lead. March 57, the Coasters on the Atco label with their hit called Searchin'.
Gonna find her.
Child, you know
There you go. Hits here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Those are the Coasters. The Coasters with a big hit to make it to number 58 on the survey from March, released in March of 57. That's Carl Garner and the Coasters on Atco Records with 219 points. A song entitled Search. And I think there's a clip of them doing that on the Dick Clark's Beach Nut Saturday Night Show. There's some cool clips on YouTube they're lip syncing to their songs, but still you get to see the original group members doing that. And they should put more of that stuff out. I don't know why again, it's the copyright stuff that is the problem with all that. Let's continue here. Very rare 45 coming in at number 57 on the survey. Now, I was introduced to this song personally, introduced to this song in my own collecting by Gus Gossard, as he often promoted lots of 45s on Ben Smith's Extra record label out of New York City. And this is a very rare one here by a group called the Sonics. And I don't think they're associated with any other Sonics group. Now, the writer on here is Ben Smith, as he owned this label. He also was a great saxophone player and had an orchestra earlier in his career. But the last name here is Gallon, which is probably the lead singer on this, but I don't know anything about this group. But it's from 1957. It received 242 points, 19 mentions, and on 2 ballots received number 1 vote. So there you go. 2 big collectors put this one as their number 1 vote. These are the Sonics from 1957 at number 57 with a song called Once in a Lifetime.
Once in a lifetime, you'll find the right time to fall in love. Once in a great while, you'll find a sweet child, the one you're dreaming of.
All your life you've been searching to find someone to love.
Now that you've found her, build your life around her, make her yours to have and to hold. Your love only one time, that one in a lifetime. Only once will you say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Rare 45s here for a Thursday afternoon. There you go. Those are the Sonics Coming in at number 57 on the survey, Once in a Lifetime. It's on Ben Smith's Extra record label. Now, Joe Shacatano, that was his number 3. I can't find my list, but Joe has his list. That was his number 3 song. Very good, Joe Shacatano, for that. And that is a rare 45. I think Spence Wooten, he sold me that record a long time ago, but it's not cheap. It's a 4-figure record if you're looking to collect that. I wonder if was that put out on a second press. I don't know if all the singles on Extra were put out as a second press. Maybe that one was not. But anyway, I digress. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We go to Brooklyn, New York, for entry number 56 as this group returns to the survey. We heard the flip side of this at number 129, a song called Hands Across the Table, but they placed other songs on the survey. Number 395, What You Do to Me. We heard the flip of that last week, their rarest record on Onyx Record, called Romeo, and that was a flip, What You Do to Me, at number 96. And one more song that they do, number 257, Where There's a Will, There's a Way. That is a B-side, though. But here they are, coming in at number 56 on Jerry Winston's Onyx Records. This is their 4th release on the Onyx label, a tune written by the second tenor of the group, Donald Haywood, again with Sammy Lowe and the orchestra, the great Jerome Ramos on lead. 242 points and 20 mentions on this song from October 57, the Velours on Onyx Records. It's called This Could Be the Night.
Couldn't you, couldn't I fall in love tonight? Oh, this could be the night. Although we just met. Oh, this could be the night. Never forget. I pledged my heart by stars above. Couldn't you? Fall in love. Whoa, whoa, this could be the night. I dream of just you. This could be the night. Let my dreams come true. A kiss, one kiss would be enough. Couldn't you, couldn't I fall in love? Fall in love. A night like this to hold you. So please keep me in your trust. A night like this to kiss you. Oh yes, yes, and kiss you, dear. You dear, I'm this could be the night. So give me a chance. Oh, this could be the night. I found romance. The moon, the stars are tokens of this wondrous night. We've fallen in love.
That's the great sound of Jerome Ramos and the Velours, coming in at number 56 on the survey. That is the flip side of Hands Across the Table, song entitled This Could Be the Night. That's from October 1957. 242 points and 20 mentions. Let's move to number 55 on the survey. I just needed to check to see. No, this is their first entry on the survey. And this was a favorite of my Aunt Mary's. Of course, she had lots of records in her. She wasn't the average teenager. She had about 8 or 945s in her collection, and not everything was a hit, of course. So she would listen to a song and she would like it. It could have been an A-side or a B-side, and she would keep it in her record box. Of course, I would get to the record box and break half the records. That was the problem, and she didn't really take good care of them either, unfortunately. But she loved this record, and she owned a copy, and then I think I broke it. But she was happy when I found this at the Yonkers Raceway flea market sometime in the late 1970s. This is on the Keen label out of Culver City, California, and coming in at number 55 with 242 points, 23 mentions, and 2 people voted this their number 1 song. And this record was number 69 on the Billboard chart, number 7 on WORC out of Worcester, Massachusetts. It's with Bumps Blackwell and the orchestra. It features Billy Storm on lead. This was their first of 5 on the Keen label, number 55 from October 57, The Valiants with This Is the Night, number 55.
This is the night for love, oh, with the stars up above. This is the night for love. This is the night for love. This is the night for love. What will remember with the stars up above. Oh, this is the night for love. This is the night for love. Oh, I'm gonna love you with all my heart. Just hoping, dear, that we'll never part. You're the girl I'm thinking of. For this is the night for love, the night for love. Come on, be mine, oh, in this night made for love. This is the night for love. I'm gonna love you, dear, with all my heart. I'm just hoping we'll never part. I love you, please be mine, for this is the night for love, the night for love. Come on, be mine. This is the night for love.
As Billy Storm and the Valiants coming in at number 55 on the survey. That's their first on the Keen label, 242 points. That's a lot of points. And 23 mentions and 2 number 1 votes on that from October 57. This Is the Night. What a great record that is. And a nice copy there, too. I mentioned that I found my first copy. That was a trashed copy I found originally at Yonkers Raceway. But that is... Brian, that's Norm's copy. What a great copy that is on that record. Plays really nice. Let's continue here. We go back to Harlem, New York for number 54. This group had 2 other songs to make the survey. Number 77, I think we heard it last week. Their first release called So Strange on the Winley label was number 77. The flip side of this song at number 54 came in at number 103, a song called I'm Fallen in Love, also on Paul Winley's Winley record label. But this is the group's second release on the label, their follow-up to that song So Strange, and it received 256 points, 25 mentions, and 1 number 1 vote. This charted number 38 here in New York City on WMGM. And this features Lenny McKay on lead, but you'll also hear the high falsetto of Adam Jackson in the background. Number 54 on the survey from October 57, the Jesters with Please Let Me Love You, number 54.
Please let me love you. I'll try to do my best. I am to blame for your unhappiness. How can deep within, our love will never end. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How can I love you? I love you so. My heart will take. It'll always be the same until you come back to me. Please let me love you. I'll try to do my best. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, do-pa-pa,
That's the great sound of the Jesters at number 54 on the survey. That's their second release on Paul Winley's Winley record label. 256 points on 25 ballots and one number one. October 57, Please Let Me Love You is the name of the tune. Let's move to number 90. 90. How about 53, Johnny? Number 53, a very rare 45 out of Syracuse, New York. Now, this is a screw up. This should have not been on the 1957 survey. This record released in November of 56. Again, they were using, the Kreider book at the time was not 100% exact. And I don't know if they had time to really research. Evidently, they did not. But and a lot of the information was not available at the time. We didn't have the internet in 1997. So to try to date a lot of these things, you'd have to go and check Billboard magazine. You have to look. It's easy to check it now because everything is up on the internet. But it was very difficult back in 1997 to date these things. And Freddie Gonzalez, he probably had the best disco file at the time, but he's updated that. I mean, he is no longer with us, but his disco file lives on. And this record should have been in the 1956 survey, but it's a rare 45. It had 258 points. It was on 14 mentions. Two ballots had this as number one, and 5 ballots had this at number 2. So there you go. This is another collector's record. This group were members of. There were students at the Madison Junior High School, and They would add a new lead singer at the time. His name was George Bebo Singleton, who wrote this song, and this came out on the local Vesta label. This is from November 56, number 53. They're called the Rhythm Cadets. The Rhythm Cadets at number 53 on the Vesta label. It's called Dearest Doris, number 53.
Dearest Doris,
Dearest Doris,
do, do, do. I love you, my angel from up above. Can't you see you're the girl that I love? Will it ever be? You know how I try to forget you, but I'm always feeling blue. Please come back to me. The plans that meant the most to me are those dreams I share with you. Oh, 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 yes, 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 I need you. Without you, I feel so blue. The memories that I have will always be as we live from eternity. Please come back to me.
Rare 45s here on the 1957 Relic Countdown, although that should have been in the 56 countdown. Those are the Rhythm Cadets. The Rhythm Cadets, Bebo Singleton, he's on lead. He also wrote the tune, a song entitled Dearest Doris, with 5 number 2 votes and 2 number 1 votes. And, of course, he does another record that I really love. It's on the Stentor label. It's called The Shrine of the Echoes, which is a great tune. Johnny G here on a Thursday. If you're just finding out about the show, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it. We do this every Thursday afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Time till about 3:30 or so. And I'll be back Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for the big 50s and early 60s vocal group harmony show. So if you have a request, you can send them to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I play the music by year on the Saturday night show. I was just here last night at 9 p.m. on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube with Soul 45s out of my collection. So we continue with the daytime for those of you that can't really stay up late or like to watch the show live, and also for the listeners over in Europe that can tune into the program. So let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Entry number 52, this group out of Newark, New Jersey. Let me just check to see if they had, yes, we did. We heard the flip side of this entry number 52 at number 140, a song called A Fool in Love. on High Weiss's Old Town record label. Well, the flip side comes in at number 52. Now, I'm featuring the true first press of this, and those of you that collect this music, and if you have this on original 45, check your copy. If yours says 7 Wonders of the World, that is it's still an original, but it is a second press. The record first came out as Wonders of the World, and then they added 7 there because I don't know, maybe they just did that, maybe because of the 7 Wonders of the World. But either way, it's a great tune coming in at number 52 from August 57, High Weiss's Old Town Records, with 261 points, 22 mentions, and it was a number 1 on 2 of the ballots. The Ketones with Wonders of the World, number 52.
You are one of the wonders of the world. One, my only one. Belong to you. 3, you belong to me. 4, 5's great to be alive. 6, our hearts had to mix. 7, we'll go to heaven, still in love. 1, you're my only one.
Entry number 52 from August 1957. It's on High Weiss's Old Town record label. They're called the Ketones. The Ketones with Wonders of the World, or 7 Wonders of the World, take your pick. But that is the true first press of that 45. A great tune, I have to say. Let's continue here on the countdown as the Moonglows return at number 51. Now, we heard the flip side of this release at number 118 on Leonard Chess's Chess label. It was called Confess It to Your Heart. That was 118. We heard two previous songs by the group. At number 259 with I'm Afraid the Masquerade Is Over, and number 178 with Don't Say Goodbye. They return at number 51, their 11th release on the Chess label, and they are all singing together on this. Now, this is the follow-up to Please Send Me Someone to Love. This tune written by Harvey Fuqua and Bobby Lester. Number 51 from August 57, The Moonglows on Chess. with 266 points, 23 mentions, and 1 number 1 vote. It's called The Beating of My Heart.
The beating of my heart says we'll never part. It beats stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, the beating of my heart. Whoa, 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 the trembling in myself says our love will never grow down. So come closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to me. The beating of my heart. I lay awake night dreaming of love so true. I gave my love to you, my dear. What am I to do? Oh, the beating of my heart says we'll never part. It beats louder and louder and louder and louder, the beating of my heart. It beats louder and louder and louder and louder, the beating of my heart.
There you go. I hate styrene 45s, folks. That's why I try to get all my records on vinyl, especially the Chess East Coast presses, as I hate, because I just don't like styrene. Sometimes you're stuck with it. you gotta deal with it. But if you find a record that's been played with a worn needle, or it's been overplayed, or it just wears out too quickly. That's what I say, and that's a styrene press. There you go, August 1957, number 51. Bobby Lester, I heard him. He was there in the bridge there on the song The Moonglows on the Chess label with The Beating of My Heart. 266 points. We're getting up here with the points here, folks. Number 23 ballots there, and someone voted that their number 1 song. Let's go to Englewood, New Jersey for this group. I don't think we've heard. Yeah, they did. Actually, the flip side of this song by this group from Englewood, New Jersey came in at number 430 on the survey. It's on B. Caslin's Hull label. We heard a song called Bonnie at number 430. The flip side comes in at number 50. This is their second of 7 on the Hull label. This was a number 17 record on KOBY in San Francisco, California, and it features Bob Lee on lead. Let's go to March of 57 at number 50. These are the Avons, 267 points and 25 mentions. The Avons on Hull with their tune called Baby.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, wee, ooh, baby. Ooh, wee.
I want her to be as sweet as a baby. Just for me, I knew from the start, if anyone could be
I love you so. I want you, my baby. Want you to know. Ooh, baby. Ooh, wee, baby. Baby, it was you. I feel so glad, so very glad. I cried each time I remember our first love, so full of bliss, is now a flaming ember. With I love you, baby. I love you so. With I want you, baby. Want you to know. Ooh, baby. Ooh, wee, baby. Baby, it was you. Ooh, baby. Ooh, wee, baby.
At number 50 on the survey, those are the Avons out of Inglewood, New Jersey. Bob Lee, he's the lead singer on that, March 1957. B. Castlin's Hull record label, song entitled Baby, on 25 ballots there, 267 points. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Again, if you're new to the program, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already done so. Also, give me a thumbs up if you dig what Johnny G is doing here. This is our second show of the week. It's the afternoon show beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And you get to watch the show live unless you go to bed early because you can't watch it on Saturday night. You can always go to the archive. And if it's ever pulled down or not available, you can always go to vinyltreasures.net to stream or download that show. So you can check it out there. But let's continue with the countdown. This group from Queens, New York. This is their fifth song to place this to make the survey. The flip side of this tune came in at number 108. It was called 500 Miles to Go. That was on George Golner's G record label, but their three previous songs, number 401, I Want to Know, that was a Rama release. When I Found You, number 230 on, well, that's not Hull, that's G. Charlene, you got to fix that. And number 214 called Wedding Bells on the Rama label. Here they return with George Golner's G record label with 268 points and 20 mentions. Now, I like Songs of the Season, but I don't know if I would have voted this in my top 20. And I like this record around the holiday times because it's a great tune. It's got that sound, but I don't know if I would make it in my top 20 of 1957. But either way, a tune written by William Henry Miller and the lead singer James Shepard from December 57 at number 49. Here are the Heartbeats on G with After New Year's Eve, number 49.
New Year's Eve is over. I had a nice time. I'm with my baby now, and everything's fine. Did you have a ball on New Year's Eve? To the one you love, did you tell her that you'll always be the one you're thinking of? Did you have but baby, not too soon. 365 days and maybe a honeymoon. New Year's Eve is over. I had a nice time. I'm with my baby now, and everything's fine. Did you have a ball on New Year's Eve?
It will come again, but baby, not too soon. 365 days and maybe a honeymoon.
New Year's Eve is over. I had a nice time. I'm with my baby now, and everything's fine. Did you have a ball on New Year's?
Sound of the Heartbeats there. James Shepard and the Heartbeats coming in at number 49 on the survey. A sound of the season, though, from December of 1957 on George Goldner's G record label after New Year's Eve. 20 mentions on that, 268 points. That's a lot for a holiday song to make the survey, but there you go. Great tune, though, after New Year's Eve. Oh, there you go. Copyright Police have poked their head out here. Gotta speed out of here. There you go. Go away. The Copyright Police, I haven't seen them in the last 3 shows, and here they are on that song. Are you kidding me? Let's continue here. Maybe the next song, I could understand this next tune as the Moonglows return at number 48. We just heard their 11th release on the Chess label called The Beating of My Heart. That was number 51. They return at number 48. I can see them giving me the issue with the Moonglows, but not the Heartbeats. But we return to Leonard Chess's Chess record label. This came in with 269 points, 20 mentions, and 1 number 1 selection. This song, though, was first done back in 1950 by Percy Mayfield, recorded for the Specialty record label. But we move up 7 years to June of 1957. It features Harvey Fuqua on lead, and this charted on Billboard, number 73 on Billboard, 5 on the R&B chart, a number 2 record on WILY in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but number 48 on the RELIC survey. The Moonglows from June 57 on Chess Records. It's called Please Send Me Someone to Love, number 48.
Heaven, please send all mankind understanding and peace of mind. But if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love, someone to love. I'd show the world how to get lost. Peace will enter where hate has gone. But if it's not asking too much, please, please send me someone to love. I lay awake at nights and find the world so troubled, and my answer is always the same. That unless man put an end to this horrible sin, hate will put the world in a flame. What a shame. Just because I'm in misery, I don't beg for no sympathy. But if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love. Oh yeah, someone to love.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, coming in at number 51. That's Harvey Fuqua and the Moonglows from August 57. That's on a styrene. It played okay. Not like the other Moonglows record did. There you go. I'm sorry, I messed that up. Number 48. I'm looking at the other Moonglows record. Number 48 from June 57 on the Chess record label with 269 points and 20 mentions and one number one selection on that. Please send me someone to love. Please go away, copyright police. They left and then they came back. Well, let's see. I'm really worried about this next record that is at number 47. This group from Woburn, Massachusetts, and this is their debut single that came out on Frank Pappalardo's Casa Grande label. Now, of course, this would be picked up by Checker Records for national distribution in July of 57, but it originally came out in May of 57, and we heard the flip side of this at number 264, a song called, or their rendition of the tune, Old Man River. They also placed another tune on the survey in December of number 519, a song called I Remember Dear. But this was their debut single, written by Gilbert Lopez and his sister Margot Sylvia, who is the lead singer on this. Now, this was number 7, a number 7 record on Cashbox, number 5 on Billboard, number 4 on the R&B chart, and number 1 on what's the station here? Woonsocket, Rhode Island. What could that station have been, Charlene? But it comes in with 270 points, 27 mentions, no number ones, but 3 number 2s. From May of 57, let's give a listen to Margot Sylvia and the Tune Weavers, their debut single on the Casa Grande label, coming in at number 47. It's called Happy, Happy Birthday, Baby. The Tune Weavers.
Happy, happy birthday, baby. Although you with somebody new, thought I'd drop a line to say that I wish this happy day would find me beside you. Happy, happy birthday, baby. I didn't spoil your birthday. I am not acting like a lady, so I'll close this note to you with good luck and wishes too. Happy, happy birthday, baby.
You were correct, oldies fan Joseph there, with the long ending. That's a saxophone at the very end of the song is not on your checker copy if you have that checker release, but it is on the original copy there on the Casagrande record label with 270 points, 27 mentions, and 3 number 2 votes. Margot Sylvia and the Tune Weavers coming in at number 47 from May 57. Happy, happy birthday, baby is the name of the tune, as the copyright police have then now poked their head out, chasing Johnny G down the street. Let's move to number 46 here as we go to New York City. The flip side of this, or I should say the intended A side of this, made it to number 177 on the survey, a song called Rang Tang Ding Dong, and then it came out about a month later as Rang Tang Ding Dong, I'm the Japanese Sandman. But they had 2 other songs on Bess Berman's Apollo record label to make the survey. Number 470, a great tune they do, Under Your Spell, and number 304 with Girlie That I Love. This is the B-side to their debut single for this group. They were out of what did I say? This group included Alvin Williams, the bass, William Billy Montgomery, first tenor, Robert Thomas, baritone, Cliff Monk Williams, second tenor, and lead singer on this, Alton Campbell. They recorded as the Cellos. They had 4 releases on Bess Berman's Apollo record label. As I said, this is the B-side to their debut single, and tune written by Bobby Thomas. This charted number 6 on WUST in Bethesda, Maryland, came in at number 46 on the RELIC survey from March 57. The Cellos on Apollo. It's called You Took My Love. The Cellos.
You took my love. You took my heart.
Bo-do-do.
You took my love. You took my heart. You didn't care. Our love was fine.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, number 46 with 276 points, 20 mentions, and one number one selection. That's Alton Campbell and the Cellos from March 57, the flip side of Rangtang Ding Dong, I'm the Japanese Sandman. Great ballad called You Took My Love. Never get tired of that song. Let's continue here. Let's go out to the West Coast for entry number 45 with 298 points, 25 mentions, and 2 ballots had this as a number one selection. Let me see if they had any other. Yeah, they did. They had 2 other releases on the survey. At number 408, a song called The Winner on Dootsy Williams' Duto record label, and at number 234, How You Lied on the Duto label. Here is their third entry at number 45 from August 57, and the complicated history on this group, though, as this is their third release on Dootsy Williams' Duto record label. The song written by Alfred Gatewood, who was previously a member of the group, who wrote their first song called Guided Missiles, which I do like, and which featured Robert Truesdale on lead. Now, Robert is also doing lead on this one. This is from August of 57, number 45. Let's give a listen to the Cufflinks on the Duto label. It's called It's Too Late Now, number 45.
Time is running out, a new love I found.
It's too late now. You and I are through. It's too late now to ever start anew. It wouldn't be the same anyhow. But darling, it's too late now. Oh, time runs out. You had your chance with me. You played around. Oh, baby, can't you see? I'll get along somehow. But darling, it's too late now. I gave you my love, all that I had. You just took it all for granted. And just because I found somebody new, now you won't get romantic. Oh, it's too late now. You and I are through. It's too late now to ever start anew. It wouldn't be the same anyhow. But darling, it's too late now.
I gave you my love,
All that I had,
you just took my love for granted. Just because I found somebody new.
now you won't get romantic. Oh, it's too late now. You and I are through. It's too late now to ever start anew. It wouldn't be the same anyhow. But darling, it's too late now.
Too late
All August 1957 release there for the Cufflinks. It was a song I first heard on the Time Capsule show sometime in the early 1970s. Sat on my want list for years before I found a copy. Actually, I have 2 copies of this record now. But there you go, the great sound of the Cufflinks, number 45. That's Robert Truesdale, the lead singer on that, on Dootsy Williams' Duto record label. It's Too Late Now is the name of the tune. Now, excuse me, there was another lead singer to take over for the Cufflinks, Henry Houston, and he was also the lead singer on the Raindrops on the Vega label and on Spin It and the Webs on Soto Play. But that was Robert Truesdale on lead with the 298 points. Let's continue here. Entry number 44. I think I voted for this one. It was definitely in my top 10 as we go to this group from Columbus, Ohio, but they're recorded for Johnny Vincent's Ace record label, and this was their only release on the Ace label. And it's let me see, Huey Piano Smith and the Clowns. They are the backup band, and of course Huey Piano Smith playing piano on this, and it features Forrest Porter on lead. This came in with 305 points, 23 mentions, and 2 ballots. 2 ballots have this at as a number 1 song, and I could see this is a great tune. Number 44 from July 57, charted number 3 on WMRY in New Orleans, Louisiana, but number 44 on the RELIC survey. Let's give a listen to the Supremes. The Supremes on Ace. It's called Just for You and I, number 44.
We have never met the way that most lovers do. I'll always be waiting for someone like you. Everybody knows I have friends who are very sweet and true, but now I'm done, yes I'm tired of loving everyone but you.
Darling, when the dawn comes up and the moon rolls by, I count each and every star, just wonder where you are. While the moonlight sings a lullaby, darling, just for you and I.
Each time I pray, I see visions of you. But when I awaken, all I have is an empty room. Oh my darling, where are you? Oh my darling, where are you? Oh my darling, where are you?
At number 44 on the survey, those are the Supremes. The Supremes from Columbus, Ohio. That's with Forrest Porter on lead. From July 1957, Just for You and I. What a great record that is. Came out on Johnny Vincent's Ace Records. Joe Shacatano made that his number 2 selection. I would definitely say I have no qualms with that. That is a great record. And lead singer there, Forrest Porter, would later become a member of the Four Pharaohs. That they do a lot of great. They do some great records too. And again, 305 points on that. Entry number 43 also received 305 points as we go to the Bronx, New York. And this is the A side of the 45. We heard the B side by these gals at number 124. They did the original version of the song The Plea. This is on George Golner's End record label. 305 points, 25 mentions, and 1 number 1 vote. These gals were attending St. Anthony of Padua School, where they were discovered by Richard Barrett, and he brought them over to George Golner, and they signed with Golner's End record label. This is their debut single on End, co-written by the lead singer Arlene Smith. This was number 71 on Billboard, number 31 on WMGM here in New York City from July 57 at number 43. Let's give a listen to Arlene Smith and the Chantels. The song is called He's Gone, number 43. As Arlene Smith and the Chantels coming in at number 43 on the survey. That's their debut single on George Golner's End record label from July 1957. Song entitled He's Gone. 308 points on that, and 25 mentions, 1 number 1. Let's move to entry number 42. We heard a flip side of this, the B side of the 45 at number 365, a song called Ooh Wee Nellie, as we go to the Acme record label. Of course, many of the acts singers on the Acme label were from the Long Island area, and I'm pretty sure this group was also. It's their only release, and as I mentioned, a great two-sided 45. This side written by the lead singer. His name is Eddie Magruder, and this got a big. There was a lot of people that liked this record. 316 points and 23 mentions. This had 3 number 2 votes and 5 number 1 votes, and I know one of those votes because I spoke to Bill Olb. He told me that this was his number 1 vote. Let's go to April of 1957, coming in at number 42 on the Acme record label. They're called the Love Letters. The Love Letters on Acme. It's called Walking the Streets Alone, number 42.
At night I walk the street alone, hoping that you, my love, will come back home. And in my heart, in agony and pain, hoping, my dear, to hold you just once again. Don't write me letters, dear. Don't call me on the phone. Just knock on my door and say, Daddy, I've come back home. No more walking the streets alone. Baby, if you will, please come back home. Yes, dear, my heart in agony and pain. Please, please, my dear, won't you come home again?
Entry number 42 on the survey. That is Eddie Magruder and the Love Letters from April 1957 on the Acme record label. Walking the Streets Alone. 5 number 1 votes on that and 3 number 2 votes. As we move to entry number 41, as I forgot to write this down. Oh my goodness. 320, 20, and 28, and number 1. Okay, this is a flip side. A flip side comes in at number 41. We heard the flip side of this at number 119, a song called Teenage Love on George Goldner's G record label. Well, the flip side comes in at number 41 as Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers return. A tune written by Aaron Schroeder, who would later become head of MusicCore Records and a prolific songwriter. And Ben Weissman, he's the other writer who wrote more songs for Elvis Presley than anyone else. So here they are writing this song for Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. It's with Jimmy Wright and the orchestra from January 57, 320 points, 28 mentions, and 1 #1 vote. The Teenagers, number 41, with Paper Castles. That's the great sound of Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers there, January 1957. That's the flip side of Teenage Love, song entitled Paper Castles on George Goldner's G record label. There you go, 320 points and 28 mentions and 1 #1 record. I gotta go back to my cheat sheet here as 322 and 37. There you go. So this group from Harlem, New York returns. We just heard them at, what was the number here? Let me go back on my cheat sheets here. We just heard this group at number 54 from October 1957 with Please Let Me Love You. This is the, is this the eighth? This is the flip side of their, I think their flip side. Yeah, this is the B side of their debut single, which made the survey. A song called So Strange was number 77 on the survey. The flip side comes in at number 40 from May 1957, again with Lenny Jackson and Lenny McKay and Adam Jackson, the two leads. This scored 322 points and 37 mentions. This is from May 57, The Jesters at number 40 on Paul Winley's Winley record label. It's called Love No One But You, number 40. That's the sound of the Jesters. The Jesters from May 1957. That's the B-side to their debut single, "I Love No One But You," with 322 points and 37 mentions. Of course, again, a strong showing with the Jesters, and I think we're going to hear from the Paragons too later on. But there was an LP that Jubilee put out called "The Paragons Meet the Jesters," and that was, a lot of people bought that LP when it came out in the early 1960s, and a great sounding thing. I should play all the records on that LP. I think I have it here somewhere in the No Humidity basement. But there you go, number 40 from May 57, the Jesters. Let's move to number 39 now. Great girl group sound. It's the debut single for this group from Queens, New York. It's on Stan Feldman and Ed Portnoy's Ivy record label. This scored 326 points, 34 mentions, one number one vote on this. It's with Al Brown and the orchestra. He did so much for this music here in the New York area, New Jersey area. This group is called the Deltaires. It's from August 57. It features Barbara Thompson on lead. Another song I first heard on the Gus Gossard Show, number 39. The Deltaires on the Ivy label. It's called Lullaby of the Bells, number 39.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Lullaby of the bell, ding dong, lullaby of the bell, ding dong. Oh, how they ring out, the truth they tell. You're my discovery.
Girl group sounds here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That's the debut single for the Deltaires, actually their first of three on the Ivy label from August 57, Lullaby of the Bells. And for you collectors out there, the true first press is on the Yellow Ivy label. That record got a lot of airplay in the early 1960s. Ivy reissued it on the Green Ivy label with the silver print, but that is the first press that came out in August of 57. A record played here in New York on WMCA number 28. Of course, they have another release on the Felsted label, and they also recorded as the Tranquils on the Hamilton record label in 1958. I'm probably going to do 2 more 45s or so, maybe a little more as we go, because I got to finish up for next week, so we'll get a few more in here as we go to Philadelphia for number 38. Actually, we heard the flip side of this at number 461 on the Mark X record label, so a label affiliated with George Golner. He pressed these up. This is his Matrix number. I forget who owned this label, some disc jockey out in Pittsburgh, a partnership with George Golner. But these are the Universals. At number 461, we heard Teenage Love. This is the flip. This group from Philadelphia, the members of this group came from 2 other groups, the Quadrells that recorded for the Whirling Disc label and the Dreamers that recorded for the Grand and Rolling labels. And the lead singer on this was also the lead singer of the Dreamers. His name is Kent Peeler. This is from September 57, coming in with 336 points, 27 mentions, 1 number 1 vote on this. From September 57, the Universals on Mark X at number 38, their rendition of the tune Again. Those are the Universals. The Universals from September 57 at number 38 on the survey. 336 points. That's Kent Peeler on lead. Song entitled Again on the Mark X record label. Let's continue now. The Crests return to the survey with their debut single on the Joyce label. This received 351 points. 31 mentions and 1 number 1 vote, and this released in the spring of 1957. And my aunt bought this 45, but of course I broke it, probably sometime in 1959 or something, when I was holding records in my hand. I probably stepped on it and broke a lot of her records. She told me that. But this tune, co-written by the lead singer Johnny Mastroangelo, I think he was at the time. This is with Al Brown and the orchestra from June 57, number 37, The Crests on Joyce with My Juanita, number 37.
My Juanita, I love you,
Love you.
love you,
Love you.
love you. Juanita, oh how I love you, Juanita. Oh how I need you, my darling. Won't you please be mine?
Please be mine.
Juanita, love you sincerely, yes, darling. Oh so dearly, my angel. Won't you please be mine?
Please be mine.
Well, you know I love you so, and I'll never let you go, Juanita. Love you sincerely, yes, darling. Oh, so dearly, my angel. Won't you please be mine? Well, you know I love you so, and I'll never let you go, Juanita. Love you sincerely, yes, darling. Oh, so dearly, my angel. Won't you please be mine? Juanita, won't you please be mine? Juanita, oh, Juanita, oh, Juanita, oh, my Juanita. Oh, Juanita, my Juanita. Oh, Juanita, my Juanita.
That's actually the intended B-side of the 45, coming in at number 37 on the survey. Those are the Crests from June 57, their first of two on Joyce with My Juanita. Now, the flip side of this 45, or the intended A-side of the 45, comes in at number 38 with 352 points and 33 mentions and 3 number one votes. I think, if someone can correct me, I think this was the first record ever played on the Time Capsule show, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that. And Joe, you can clarify that if that is the case. So the flip side of My Juanita comes in at number 36 with 352 points, 33 mentions, and 3 number ones. From October 57, the Crests return with Sweetest One, number 36.
Sweetest one, how I love you. You are the one, sweetest one, sweet as can be. Please come on, please come on to I want you.
That's coming in at number 36 on the survey. That is the intended A-side of the first release for the Crests on the Joyce record label. The great Johnny Maestro on lead there. October 57, Sweetest One is the name of the tune. I'm pretty sure that was the first record ever played on the Time Capsule Show. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s from the year 1957. And if you want to get in touch with me, you can send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com, and that is the contact email for your requests for Saturday night or the Soul Show on Wednesday evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern Time till midnight. We're here till from 1 p.m. till about 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, as we have one more week of the countdown. We'll finish it next Thursday, so stay tuned for that. But if you missed any of the program, it'll be on momentarily on YouTube. No chat yet. They take a while. I think the chat from last night is up, I think. And gives them, I don't know why it takes them so long, but the shows are 3 hours or so maybe it takes them a while to post it. They do the posting. I just tell them that I need it posted, but they also do the blocking, and they don't allow me to remove the songs either anymore, so I don't know what's going on with them. But thank you all for being here today. Hope you enjoyed these tunes. Lots of them great classics from the year 1957, and kind of brings back lots of memories for those of you that are tuned in that were part of that survey back in 1997. Also for a lot of young listeners that never heard this, never heard these tunes before, as I didn't. I tell you, I'm a product of disco from the 70s. I graduated high school in 1976, so I have all those records, all those bands with the big hair and all that. I have all those 45s, but I have a lot of the 1950s rare vocal group out of my collection. I don't have everything, but I have a lot of things. But I like to just play them on the show here, as you can tell, as I get the enjoyment out of doing it. So thank you all again. Thank you, Charlene, again, for doing a great job on the survey. Charlene is my admin assistant, and she helps me. She does a lot of work with setting up the data files and working with Excel and whatnot, and we communicate a lot through emails and on phone calls, and she talks to me about the requests, and she has questions about certain things, so she has really a big part of the program. So thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. Now, if this show gets blocked, you can always go to vinyltreasures.net, even though I have not yet posted the last 4 shows. But I'll try to do it today. It's as a lot of things are going on here with my dad, so we're trying to get a handle on that. And sometimes it's very difficult and defeating for me and also for my mom to deal with these things. But these things happen to families, so we have to deal with it. So thank you all for being here. We're going to close the show tonight with a record I found in the wild, and a record that was somewhat of a hit, I guess. We heard the flip side of this, the B-side, at number 489, a song called Audrey, and that was on Don Robey's Backbeat record label. The A-side comes in at number 35 with 356 points, 36 mentions, and 2 number 1 selections for this group from the Bronx, New York. And they were discovered by Don Carter, who was an agent for Don Robey's Duke Peacock labels. And they were always looking for new talents in a lot of the major cities. Lots of the record companies out on the West Coast and down south would have satellite offices in big cities looking for new talent. And they nabbed this group. That would be Don Robey, and they ended up on this Houston-based label, Don Robey's Backbeat label, and this is their debut single, was the group's biggest hit, and comes in at number 35 on the survey from September 57. Norman Fox and the Rob Roys. It is our closer, number 35, a song called Tell Me Why. That's going to do it, folks. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon or evening. I'll see you all on Saturday night right here on YouTube. I just want to say, everybody, so long.
Tell me why. the stars in the sky. They're the same kind of stars